Rise of Insanity, out now on Nintendo Switch. I should have had this out earlier because I completed this game, 1 hour and 47 minutes it took me to complete the game. Added on 20 minutes for walking around and retracing my steps. Another 10-15 minutes trying to work out one of the puzzles that bothered me, which was the Morse code puzzle, which was quite difficult because my ears, Morse code, forget about it. But it's simple once you obviously understand Morse code. That's the most difficult puzzle, I thought, in the game itself. And the rest of the puzzles were quite simplistic. Others were just, you found the code on the wall, So I always paid attention to posters, to notes that you pick up. So yeah, it's not a game that will trouble your mind. It's quite a breeze, this game. It's a VR based game that's out on Nintendo Switch, so the wonderful VR element is removed, so you're just left with your normal first person walkathon, and it's kind of an interesting game. It has its little shocks and little scares. It's not overly frightening. The game itself is very well done. The music and atmosphere is excellent. The voiceovers and sound effects aren't too bad at all. Put your headset on for the best results, I suppose. I was playing it in dock mode and I enjoyed it. The shock scares that actually didn't scare me at all. It might shock you with a bigger screen and your headset on, but because I wasn't wearing a headset, the sound and everything, I didn't get to appreciate that side of the game. That would have made it more immersive for me. This game will not scare you too much. I've seen some of the videos of the YouTubers screaming and God knows what else, but that's just for show. It's bullshit. But I do love horror games. I really like Layers of Fear. It's one of my favourite games. I'm playing Soma next on the PS4, but this game is virtually the same sort of game that Layers of Fear is, but it's a little less well put together. But it's not an awful game because there's some, cool little bits put into the game that I did like, But the sound was pretty good. You got to watch out for rubber ducks as well. Not sure what that was about, but you find all these rubber ducks, you little squeak and you collect them. I don't know, not a clue why they were in there. But it made me laugh. It's a good. The story's kind of strange. It's kind of like a traveling time to the 1970s, and you're a doctor of psychology. I won't ruin the plot, but your family. Something bad happens to your family, and you have to take a trip through the darkest recesses of your mind and overcome your fears and everything. So you're kind of hallucinating or something. I don't know what it is because I wasn't really paying too much attention to parts of the story. I kind of zoned out a bit. But Red Limb Studios have done a great job with this game. The port's excellent. I think it's pretty good. Was there a crash? No, there was no crashes, nothing like that. There was no slowdown. It played smoothly. The translation, everything like that was pretty good. The English was decent. There was no. I just heard there was problems with that, but I didn't see any failure in the game at all. I thought it was pretty good. The graphics themselves, not bad at all. I think for the price, it's a good game and definitely worth a buy. If I was to rate this game, and I don't, I'd give it a 7 out of 10. I think 7 out of 10 is pretty fair because it could have been longer. I think 2 hours just for this. The price is okay, I suppose, but. Yeah, I think a 2-hour game, it would be nice to have some extras or maybe DLC or something. I'd like to know more about this. I just like a story that goes on for a while, if it's a solo adventure, or a walking simulator. But it's good. As I said, it's well put together. And, to tell you the truth, it's not aiming to impress you, it's just aiming to entertain, and it does that. It's not bad at all. I think it's worth checking out. But again, it's a 2-hour story, and it's pretty good. I think you enjoy wandering around and solving some of the puzzles as well. So yeah, a definite 7 out of 10 for me.